So I've been getting a lot of questions about how my turtle pond, or actually turtle town, is going. Actually, no, nobody's asking me those questions, but that just seems like a good way to start a video, as if there was a lot of interest in it. But there might be a couple people that want to know something and are too shy to ask. I will happily make a video if something doesn't seem clear, because a video doesn't really capture the whole land. But anyway, what I did was just order some rocks here. And this is only 1,750 baht, which is like $50 here and delivered. That's halum, which is like I don't know in meters. But anyway, so I mean basically three scoops from a front loader into the back of a truck. So here it is though. But this is, we call it Turtle Town, right? And you know about the Turtle Pond, but Turtle Town also includes the tortoise area, which is where I'm standing right now. I did tell the history of this place was actually where we kept our dogs when they were eating the chickens. Then finally I let the chickens go wild and let the dogs out. And then we had this area. This, actually, one of our dogs just took this stuffed animal in and tore it apart, which is completely fine. I cut this tree right here because, see, tortoises like sunlight. They don't want a lot of shade. So and plus this one had a lot of leaves falling out over there. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I got on that ladder with a chainsaw. It's pretty dangerous probably. But so I was clearing all this out. I'm going to keep this clear. But the big problem, now I've heard a lot of people in America said those big tortoises like to dig. Now, and as you can see here, this cement right here, actually when I turn the pump on the outside, the water gets in. I mean, the water gets in through these cracks, so that's very low. It'd be very easy to dig in. So what I'm doing with those rocks is I'm just going to kind of put it along the edges. And I'm going to just keep a close eye on the turtles, see if they dig. Now, my theory is, because nobody's really talking about that here. That's in America, people that have tortoises talk about them digging. I haven't heard that from people who have turtles here. My presumption is that it doesn't freeze here. It's not that cold. It does get a little cold here. They're probably not going to hibernate, or if they do, it's not going to be very long. One of the reasons they dig is to hibernate, to stay warm. And I don't know, I might, so yeah, what I might do is, so this is here, yeah, here it is in the, it's kind of a closed in area. I'm going to do stuff on the edges. I'm also thinking, like, I do have a lot of trees on this side. The roots are going to be harder to dig through on this side. There's a lot of these chaya trees. This one, well, this is all burnt because I had to burn a lot of stuff. I showed you those earlier if you were paying attention to these weaver ant nests that are just filled with all these ants. When you poke them, they just come out and they're mean and they bite. But it's funny because we just came across a new ant, and it makes those ants look like pussies. These ants look like a queen ant mated with a wasp or something. They've just got this like skinny red body and this big black butt, and they bite, and it's pretty intense. And what's crazy, it hurts like just one excruciating pain, and then it kind of goes away for like 24 hours. And then 24 hours later, or for me, it was even 48 hours later, it just starts itching incredibly in that spot. They were like bit me on my finger, and it was just like this, it was like an insatiable itch that I just couldn't scratch. It wouldn't help it. But anyway, that way one went away. So I'm going to do several things. I don't know. These are like African tortoises, and I'm just visualizing them liking, are they Saharan, or they're called something, but I'm going to create an area. I'm going to plant some grass, so they have like a little bit of grass, dig some areas up because we're real close to sand, give them like a little sand patch, but that'll be kind of in the middle, rocks on the edge, some big rocks, and some like maybe desert type cacti and some succulents, and try to keep it open. I'm just trying to keep it really open here. I don't have that many areas on my land that will be open. This should be able to withstand being open because these trees are pretty low. I don't have like large towering canopy trees like I do quite over there, these chamcha trees. So anyway, that's where we're going. This is definitely a big project for these tortoises that we're going to get. And yeah, they're the third largest tortoise in the world, with the first two species of tortoises that are the first two largest are both from the Galapagos, and they'd probably be pretty hard to get your hands on. They'd be endangered species. So this one is the Sakara. It's not Sahara, but they're from Africa, and they're called like Sakara. I don't know if that's in a location. I have to do a little digging, or if that's just the name of the turtle taken from its Latin name, or but I'm translating it from Thai, as I know from Thai, so I don't know exactly what that translates to, but I'll get more into it when I actually get those tortoises in my hand. I'm gonna get two. I'm gonna get a pair, a male and a female, that are like 3 or 4 years old, that we know is a male and a female. But I'm also gonna get like 10 babies, and I will be slanging these things. 20 years from now, I'll be your tortoise slanger. I'll be slanging them on street corners and on social media or something, maybe, or through some sort of intermediary. Actually, 20 years from now, I'll be black out, but maybe I'll have my son running the tortoise dealing farm. I think it's a great idea, just because they go up in value in age, so I can have them, I can keep them. It's a good vegan animal to sell. Most people aren't gonna buy them to eat them, you know. Watch out, the Chinese medicine probably will use their tortoise shells for something, so I'll have to watch out about that. But I like look into the, like, probably just got to get them checked out by vet, make sure they're not diseased, and boom, I could slang them anywhere in the world, probably at a better price than anybody else would be having them, because I mean, I'll just be raising them for fun anyway, pretty much. So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, main thing is really just to experience watching these monsters grow. Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, it's really expensive if you want a large one that's like 20, 25 years old, because they're still going to live another 100 years or something. So it's like they don't go down in value. But that's the problem, is they're expensive to buy. So I'm just buying the little ones. We'll watch them grow. We'll get attached to them. They'll have babies. We'll figure out how to incubate them. This little area, which was kind of the shelter for the dogs when we first built this, so they had a place to get out of the rain. I might create some sort of little warm station that would probably keep them from digging if I give them a little heat lamp. Again, we only have a few months where it would even be cold enough to where they'd feel like they needed to do that. You know, it doesn't freeze. It doesn't even get close to freezing. So I mean, it's really just to kind of maybe give them a little comfort. Keep them here. I don't want them to get out, because if they do get out, I don't know if I'll ever find them, because it's wild here. And I've seen them, and they're a little faster than you would expect. That old tortoise and the hare, I always thought that was an unbelievable story, but they're faster. They're faster than you think, I'll tell you that.